Hope you're all doing well. It's been an interesting week, been very slow, tiring, but I know a lot of y'all mean well, and well, things could go up and down, left and right. Either way, you know, we're just gonna be chilling tonight, so. Not gonna be much of a talker here. I think it might be one of those days where I'm just gonna be kind of quiet and do my own thing and just kind of vibe. So I wish you all very good, very well. So yeah, I mean, the reason I paint and all that, so kind of the fairground in a way, or the foundation that is bestowed upon me. So yeah, let me lower this down a little bit. I think there we go. I think that should be much better. So yeah, let me get that out of that. Get that out of the way. Let's get to it. What am I feeling today? I'm feeling like I want to do more Istro stuff, so I had an idea for what I wanted to do. So I know the Shelly and the gang of peeps is forward, so I think I should have the template somewhere up my alleyway. Just gotta find it. Did a little bit of trolling. Hell yeah, songs I lose to Rocket League. Yep. Fair assessment. SPS, where did I put them? That's when you know you're so old you don't even know. Get the Honda and the Mustang out. I do need to look for numbers here, so I think the ones that McShane's been using, they've been kind of more like Turner Scott or Nice. I think it's more leaning on the Turner Scott actually kind of area, where it's like, because it looks very familiar. Let me go back. This is definitely a Ben Rhodes thing, so. I probably might do some Sony Cup schemes tonight. Maybe my secondary for Hardee's, because I've been very lazy with that. So it's been a hot minute. I've been on a streak. I know a lot of those that have known me well, but I've been painting like a lot more lately, so. Usually I take these weekends as an opportunity to kind of brainstorm and kind of see whatever fits, so. Could go for Stuart Haas today. I could go for the 41 Stuart Haas number. That's another one I could do. That really could be my bread and butter. Usually RCR schemes are up my alley as well. I want to see these other 41s here. Michael Waltrip Racing. Ran that for like a race. That car wrecked out. Yeah, there's the Stuart Haas 41. That's the 2014 version, actually. I don't know what's too different about this. It's very identical. So I think what McShane had, they had... Yeah, I think it was... Let me see the numbers. I have it probably in my folder. I just don't realize it. So... Because I vividly remember, yeah, I think it was this set right here. Because the big pain for that was finding, I think, was probably just lining the stuff up on the number. Let me see. Stepping back at it somewhere. Probably I have the car set too. I think I just too lazy to look back at it. Plus Kyle, I think. Weekend sessions, here we go. Nick Shane. Because it was at Homestead. So here we go. Looking at that. Yep, it's Turner Scott. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, or H Scott, Turner Scott, very much the identical font. So it's really what matters. Let's see if I've got it on me. That's the big confounding variable here. Let me double check. I'll download it anyway. H Scott. I probably do. Let me. Yep, it's probably under the different name. You know, I'm gonna move this, we're gonna make a ruler here. What's the other 4 looking like? Oh, it's a skinnier 4. I don't like that. I don't vibe with that. Let's make these a layer group, and then I'm gonna duplicate these just in case I'm not satisfied with that. I want to move them or scooch them. I'm gonna make this the white layer, then Control Shift N, if it lets me. There we go, and there. Let's go for a black bucaque, then make that an outline layer. So right click, output selection. Let's go for, I'm gonna go really extreme right now. I'm thinking 30. Probably actually too small. Yeah, way too small. So let's go 50, 60. Screw it, actually. You know what? Make it dummy thick. Make it very big. Could make it all blocky like that. Just so you don't have to worry about it. I don't remember if the Allgaier number was like that. So let's reference that back. And 5. Mostly, okay. So mostly they kind of did that. It's been a while. $65. Nope. Feeling 80 in this one, actually. Probably clean that up. We'll make it very thick. And what outline should I give it? Let's give it about a 30. Let's give it a white outline. Just for the sake of it. Certified thick boy. Right now, working on another offline league scheme. I'm kind of feeling it right now. Mobile 1, I might have thinking, because originally what they're going for is a Turner Scott number, but I might switch to Haas. So, okay, mind that. Let's get in the Dodge chassis here. That's going to actually pay us dividends. Get out of this. And then we're going to Ctrl Shift E this baby. Just replace that. I need to restore some files on my MacBook. Open texture, refresh that. Okay. We're making sure it's on the Dodge chassis, so that's what the Mustang's gonna look like. Alright, perfect. Mobile 1, we're gonna look for the horse. We're gonna try and make a design around the horse actually. That's probably what I'm gonna go for. Probably a little bit too funky, but I will go for that risk. Pegasus, not horse, but it's very much close enough. Let's make sure we get the right hex color and everything too. We do want that. That actually will help. Let's save this red. I'm actually gonna get a different Mobile 1 logo from Google Images because I trust the hex color that much better. Also, I'm just gonna make that as no, not what I want. Too lazy to use because it's weird, like a lot of Mobile 1 logos, right? They'll have like the blue different colors, which is kind of awkward at times. You're like, why is that, you know? Like this one, right? You probably want the darker one realistically, just because it's better off and kind of more grounded here. So, and that red is drastically different. Because if I paste this on the template, right, it's not exactly going to mesh out. I could also just be lazy, take it from the previous like Mobile 1 scheme I made for Corey, and I think for Cody too. Yeah, I really could just use the same, because this is what I have for them. Yeah, no, there's some logos where the colors are just very inconsistent. You just don't know what you want to do with them. So you're like genuinely confused for a bit. So like, I think this one is, no, yeah. So it's about like the same. So, see, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to steal my own blue. So it's just, I hate this car actually. I don't know why I did with that one. I was rushing this scheme. So that's why it looks really ugly. This one I like though. Very DJ Curtis like kind of thing. Same thing goes, yeah, like I said, it's such a pain in the neck. And you know what, just why not? There we go. Don't know what I was doing there. Design, going for blue, red, horsey. Put the horsey there. We're definitely gonna do something funky with this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but do I want to get? Let's skirt base. I kind of want to get rid of it, but I don't. Let's see how it looks first, because gotta figure out what I think it's the valence. Yeah, here we go. So I don't know where the context went. That's, well, know what I'm doing. Okay, you know what? This is what sucks about these templates. Sometimes they don't have contigs on them. I'm like, bro, where are they? Or I just am blind and I usually just don't know where they are, but They're usually somewhere. I wonder if I could. This would be the Honda template I have, right? Hope my Griffin car from a while back. I'm actually more likely keeping that car. Simplistic, kind of to the point. Okay. Make a new layer. Oh, whoops. That is not what I wanted to do. Where on earth did where in the devil did I put them? These are associates. I actually need to keep those. Here we go. I literally named them contigs. I am dumb. Yeah, I usually just get them from the... It's just because, like, the way it's made, I don't really like how it's organized, so I just do whatever. So, okay. That will merge with the horsey layer later. But for now, let's save it, make a... Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, here we go. I couldn't comprehend what I was doing. One. Then the base. I try to keep my name for it pretty simple to the point. I just don't really want to tinker around too much, so. Wow, what is going on here? It's a shading thing. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's like a phenomenon. It's like where it's like, oh, my mode is correct. And it's like, oh boy. Here we are. So I guess I gotta use side skirts for this one. Seems like there might be it might be an issue with shading somewhere, but I'm too lazy to bother with that, so. So, I'll make this bigger. I'll just do that. I should elongate like that. No, I was kidding. Make like a wallpaper car and just put that in the horsey layer, but I'll rename it. I definitely want to do something with the wings. I don't know what I want to do with it, but I will try and figure something out. But for now, this is just a really big rough draft. And knowing me, this is going to be a final draft, because I'm like, okay, this is good enough. You know, it's like, oh, it's pretty solid, you know, it's very solid scheme, paint scheme, very good, even though it's probably like, for me, it's like, oh, it's mediocre. Literally every painter is like, or you usually be like, oh, this is like mid. It's not good at all. I don't like this. I don't vibe with this. And then it suddenly works, and you're like, oh, well, darn. That escalated quickly. So, like, if I added red here, right? It's gonna look wonky. Doesn't really resonate with me right now. Gonna kind of might do what I did with like the iBuy power cars I've done, kind of warp design a little bit around the horse or the Pegasus. But also there's an outline, which also can be like its little, the nice part about it. So I could like actually kind of stretch it more with what I want to do, but I really could care less. So I do have, I think one thing that really is a pet peeve of mine, right? So if I do ever give teams or someone like, so Sony Cup, right? You know, I was busy with life, right? Understandably. Which again, it's been nice, you know, I'm doing less, so. But whenever I give a sponsor or a team, you know, I typically paint away, which again, I gave a lot of it to Lane. But when someone like fumbles the bag with the paint scheme, or I get kind of miffed by that. I get kind of irked, because I'm like, that is not what I would have done it, but at the same time, people have different approaches to how they want to set their own scheme and everything, or the parameters per se. I don't know what I would do with this. Here we go. This is going to be very weird, but I always used to think of like a separate tribal spike, like that. I've always done that. I don't know if many of you noticed that, but it's kind of like a trademark thing at this rate. Rotate it a little bit. Cause I'm like, darn, you all could have done so much better with that paint scheme, but here you are, fumbled the bag, you know. Disappointing. I could do like a sudden like turn, but it would be inconsistent with like the schematic flow. See, like if I did that, right? It would just look weird, but content can cover it up, technically. Let's actually see what it looks like first, so we get a generalized idea, and then we will... Okay, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I might move the horse forward, but let's see how the number fits. See, I don't know how this would look, right? Because it'd be more fitting if I put like an SHR41 than an actual, like, you know. I wonder if I actually made this blue instead of white. It looked kind of weird. I'm kind of curious. It wouldn't really work out because it looks more like a Red Bull car, right? Kind of have more Red Bull vibes, or if you want to go that far, Fox News or AC Delco. I wonder if I did black, right? If I decided suddenly was like, screw it, I'm gonna do black on it, and then I change, I get white on there, you know, here, and I wonder. I want to try it out. It's not gonna work, but experimenting for a reason. Because you would definitely need like something of color. Yeah, no. So I don't vibe with that. I don't like that. That's the beauty of painting too. Is like you can really mess around, do a lot of things. But I think I'm gonna want to continue the flow in the front. It would just make it look a lot easier to paint, and then I might just straight up just end it here. You know, just to the point. You know, it doesn't have to be like flashy. I don't have to go like too ham on it to make it look too busy, right? So I'm gonna do that for now. It's very sloppy, but if you ever want to give feedback, like, don't be afraid to. I really don't mind. Let me, oh, I just realized I put that in the red layer, so that is a certified bro moment. Let's actually paste this. Just easy. Here we go. Blue. Probably give this a little bit more life to it. Kind of look a bit weird, but definitely gotta give it some white. Give it some life. I could be watching like more anime right now, but I'm just meh, don't really care. That's why it's at 99. Sam. Pixelation is apparent, so let me redo that. Also with the brush tool, that's also why. I feel like when you also, the more you paint, you kind of know who painted what, right? So like there's something distinct about each person, I feel, most of the time, that you just kind of know, oh, this is something that this guy would make, or this is something I would make, or etc, etc, right? You know, it's just See, I usually get this because of my strokes I put in a lot of my paint schemes. Everybody kind of knows this. I think everybody knows this. It's usually made by me if it's like the strokes are all over the place. It's on steroids, essentially. Let me see. So what actually, it'd probably be easier if I just... I hate the pixelation. Some of this. It's like very all over the place. Yeah, because some people do have very similar styles, though. I really do, like, because you do hold a very good point. I think it just depends, like, because sometimes people will have like a distinct thing, but like for me now, I think because like in a small niche like FBRL, right? So often you kind of know who did it, but I think with like, so let's say like I look at like Lefty's work or someone else's, right? They're gonna have almost, or someone's gonna have very similar style, whereas like the geometric shapes, correct? Right? What you do, for example, I see that a lot with your paint schemes. So it's like, oh, this guy, you know, probably has this kind of style, right? I wonder, look how pixelated this wing is. This is a Brahman right here. This gives me a good idea. Okay. This part always feels empty to me. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I agree with that. I'll give this, I'll just steal, fuck, screw it. You know what? I'm doing that. I don't really want to waste my time. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's literally what, just a fun old paint scheme. I think for me, it's just like, as long as it's presentable, I really could care less what you do with it. I'm gonna obviously fill that later, so don't worry about it. The gap will be filled momentarily. I think for me the hard part is like, I don't know, yeah. One thing that also, I've always had this tangent, I still will, no matter what happens, is the, you know, people using bases. So, if you're starting off, again, I have no qualms with that, but it's like, for me, it's like a political view at this rate, because I'm always having a stance on that. But just you gotta like use it to a minimum. That's really what it is. How I view it. Actually, won't do anything. This one. More, I'm unsure what I want to do with this red. So let me omit a lot of this blue. Unless I do that. Actually, that's kind of... Wow. I might if I do a stroke here, it's gonna make them look like the horde, like the Pegasus is about to sneeze. So I might do that. It's actually really funny if I do that. I'm now tempted to do that. Here in double, my bad. Let me fix that. Unless my desktop audio is the same. Oh, okay. I was like freaking out for a moment because I'm like, I don't think I changed anything at all to warrant that. So I was like, oh no, that is not good at all. That would have been really bad if that happened. So I was like freaking out for a bit. Oh my gosh. Don't do it to me. No, don't worry about it, dude. You're good. I hope you're doing well, Vargas. I know I know it's kind of been rough for you. It feels for a lot of people it's been rough. So, like I said, just feel free to just relax. Put this as background noise. Yeah, and that's all I really could say. I mean, you ever need anything from me or just need to lend in a year or two, I'll try and be there whenever I'm available. So, my business hours are only on weekends or evenings. Probably give this more character. Why not? Usually I don't do this, but I might this time around. I do have an outline on it, so it's actually gonna pay dividends, really. So this actually will pay dividends. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that. That's literally what... Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, I hate that. I don't vibe with that. Probably actually if I actually like made it a bit closer. So let's try a little bit. I think it's because of how sudden the it juts. So that might be why it doesn't look as good. I think it's also because I have it so close to like the wing. So let me take the logo off real quick. Yeah, let me do that. I still need to like create a tutorial on just doing this, right? I know there's a lot of people that are kind of like starting out with GIMP, so I'm like, alright, I might as well like hook y'all up at some point. I need to do that. It's still my bucket list. It's not like my thing to do like this month or August. Really this year, that's actually kind of like a thing for me to do for y'all. It's the least I can do because you guys have been like a pivotal impact in how I paint and how I act. Yeah, there's times I'll be pretty sassy with y'all, but overall, really, you guys are a good lot. There's some people that I wish could change, but you can't do that. You can't be friends with everybody. So what I'm gonna do, make it a little layer for itself, just so I can move like. It's a bit of a rough draft, so it's nothing too special right now. It's a rough draft. It makes like a freaking baller paint scheme. I'm like, okay, you know. I feel like it's a bit too busy though. That's the issue I might have with this one. I don't think many will really care too much. Obviously, I'm not gonna like make it too. Yeah, this is gonna be fine as is right now. I think I'm gonna end the design from there and just match the back end up. Probably make this a little bigger just because I want to do that. Get rid of this red. Make the blue bigger. I don't remember this car has any. I don't think this car has any associates on it. I could put Ineos, but we'll see. Did I delete the? Oh, I hope I didn't delete the. Oh, it's just chilling, you know. Now it's just got a stanky leg, you know. It's just got the, you know, just simply built different, right? You know, it's just look at it. Look at this boy. Fly boy. It's a long. Yes, goated scheme. I just like how it just looks like it's just like when I did the stroke on that. That it's just the red is just there. It's funny because I think when I actually take it off, right? So the tail is supposed to be right there, but so it's kind of weird right now. Unless I do it like what Red Bull does, and it's just like I just put it in a weird manner, but. It's like a genie, you know? Like it's like the, you know, like the Aladdin movie. Because the horse is nowhere to be found in this one. I just think that's funny. I think that'd be kind of funny if I left it like that. I'd be like, wow. You desecrated the Pegasus. How could you? You're a monster. I wonder if the blue... Okay, it doesn't like full on end. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I just think it's kind of a cool touch. Realistically, the sponsor would be like, no, I don't like that. I don't vibe with that. I don't mess with that vision. But I like it. I think it's just kind of funny. I think it'd make for a good laugh, you know? Here we go. Yeah, I don't really care if that matches up. I think that's fine as is. Be ready for a knock on your door in 5 seconds. Okay. Noted. Let's line up the back. We're gonna do the front too, so don't worry. I'm not leaving that out. Not really do anything fancy. We're just gonna do the straight up, just straight line. Nobody's really gonna care in game. It's imported in game. Nobody's gonna notice. It's like those small, minute details that you really just don't have to worry too much about. Save that. Make sure we save that. We don't want to mess anything up, you know, that'd be kind of bad. It isn't a normal scheme I make if I don't do like a hood design. Like, it really isn't. So it's gonna be nothing too flashy. Also mimics. the flashiest paint scheme. Nah, I'm messing. Today's been busy though. Changed oil this morning because the car was just croaking a little bit. I don't know how to really describe it, but it ended up finding out. So the oil was fine. I didn't have any issues with that. Mowed the lawn. I think takes like a good 2 hours to mow, which is probably small numbers for a lot of people here. Probably got bigger lawns than I do. Definitely. Got lunch with my brother. And hung out with some friends, watched some anime, and then chilling here, ate some good dinner. Some din din. And then I'll move that a little bit down. Red. I'll try that. It's gonna be, actually this red's gonna be very big, so I'm actually gonna try and make it smaller. Could be using wireframe for that, but I don't really want to. Hit. Definitely too small, so I'm gonna copy paste that. Nudge that over a little bit. Definitely way too small, so actually what we're gonna do is expand that. So actually from this headlight to the second spoke right over here. So if we know it's too big, I can just delete one portion of it, right? I actually need to move this over. A little bit off. Let's do 2 nudges. Oh, really? Oh, that means a lot, actually. Thank you. I always saw those in like Need for Speed, so I do a lot of that kind of stuff, like Need for Speed or here and there, because I don't really see many. Actually, when I think about it, there's not a lot of, I don't remember many hood designs now, so let me look at that. I kind of want to scavenge through J-Ski now, because I don't remember many schemes that actually do hood designs, because a lot of them are kind of more like, here, you know, I wouldn't count like, this is just, I don't really count that, but this one's a hood design, but that's just because it's like a wallpaper. This one's just literally just coloring the hood, so that's, I don't really count that. Like this one's a hood design, so I like that. Maybe I'm just blind too though, because let's see, the 5, I don't really do much with that. See, they just leave the logo on there, right? For, you know, give the logo, like the sponsor, plenty of space. This one is just part of the logo, that outline, from what I recollect. So that doesn't count. I think Elliot. No, I think there's just, see, that's just plain. They just lined it up right near the Goodyear's, the front skirt. So a lot of them put them. This one has a stripe on it, so I'm gonna count that. This one's a hood design. Just more of like a brush tool kind of thing. You could use the brush tool. I think the 27's a stripe scheme now. It's just cover. Okay, yeah, that's nothing. Because that is what. Yeah, Roberto doesn't even do that either with his. Except for this one, that one he did. This one he did too. Chicken cock car. What a paint scheme. Imagine if you actually chase. So if you had these colors right, you know, I think this would look good for a Baja Blast scheme. But that's because I think of like that Mountain Dew Baja Blast color on this car, or a Monster Energy kind of car. So it could go either way, either direction. Painting for PLS. It's lights. So fun. Secondary series. I'm just kind of in a mood right now to do it, so this one, oh, okay. Oof. Like I said, I should be painting, technically speaking, painting FBO stuff, but I just don't really have any ideas of what I can do right now. So I kind of just, whatever I do, I just do on the whim. So literally my spontaneity kicking in. Yeah, it's girl, yeah. So nothing too special here. Got the line centered, so we're in good shape here. We're gonna keep that as is. Delete that, copy paste this here, make sure we have current layer only. Gonna line up the front side, right? Gonna do that first because that's actually the most important. Make sure our rulers line up. Hood design will not be 100% matched up, so we're hoping this side will work first try. If not, it's okay. It's off, so what do I need to move that up? Need to get rid of the red on here, and then the blue over here. Oops, not there, but good enough. Hope you're doing well, Rogers. Yeah, we're just straight up chilling, so. So now this might be the only conflicting factor here, is that the red will bleed in, right? So it's kind of the bad point you can get out of that, but I could do that. So yeah, you can go for it. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you, Cody. So go for it. I think you'll do a better job than what I would have done. So, but that's just me also being very hard on myself. So. Gonna do that. I have this my little Pegasus layer and there's nothing on it, so I don't know what I'm doing with that, but I'm just gonna paste that. So I'm just gonna merge that because I know this. So I'm actually gonna leave this part of the blue because it's different to match things up, I think, on the hood than it is on the. I just copied the ones from like the old schemes I made, so like the 4 and the 14. This scheme, I hate this scheme. I do not like that scheme. This one, the 14 was alright, so. That's only because I'm my own worst critic, so bear with me. I don't think it really would matter because the hood is almost the same as like. Okay, from now, leave that. Yeah, I'll send them. Just give me a moment right now, and then I will do that. Because I do want to give you like ones that are more higher res and more clean. So that'll take me a bit. Probably do that after the stream's over. So plus this is probably probably not even the right blue either, but I like this kind of blue. Oh, hit the mic stand, my bad. Off here, so let's move this down. Yeah, because I actually I hate schemes that don't line up like the first, just because of how disproportionate they are. Let me see. No, I had that right, so I'm gonna save that, merge that. That's the worst part. Like Photoshop, it's way better at this certain part of it. So this one I can just line up more as I, because obviously like that is not gonna look good. Gonna have to add more red. So right on this side, maybe just trim the blue a little bit over there. So what we're gonna do, merge everything. Just gonna do a little tweak here. Just gonna really free select that, copy that. Probably that will help grow itself. No, just maybe one nudge. One. Now the worst part is, it will still look kind of meh, but it'll do. Blue, I'm gonna just trim that a little bit. Oops. Erase, and then bam. Easy. Easy money. Yeah, that 4-car was a rush scheme. Would have been good for a patriotic though. Actually, yeah, if I did a patriotic, felt like doing a patriotic, I would have. because this one I have a more darker mobile one. It's funny because like the Stuart ones in like 2016 and all that, they would be like all the lighter blue, which I was like, okay. The Hardwick ones would have like a darker blue, and you'd be like, why? Like Jeremy Mayfield had like a dark blue scheme, and I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. Whatever fits your fancy. It really was just like, it's just such, I hate how inconsistent a lot of logos can be. They're just whatever the branding is. Like one day they'll be like, oh, this looks really good, and then, oh no, never mind, I don't like that anymore, you know. Get rid of that. Save. This one, I'm probably just screw it. Let's do the unthinkable. Here, I cheated. I don't think it's even supposed to work like that, but I don't care. I'm not feeling picky today. I was in a roasting mood though. I was in a roasting mood. Like there's some people in the FPR server I will make fun of. I don't think people know. It's so obvious. Like I was just screwing around. I really didn't care. Do I really want to put a Mobile One logo back there? It's funny because like the GTC, like I don't even remember the. I think this is the one I probably could get away with, like just not even putting a logo in the back because nobody will care. But I could do what I think I could do is do the funny and just put them in the back, like right here and here, just because why not? 'Cause I could do that. And that's what I might do. Maybe grayscale this and then whatever, just colorize it, screw it, why not? Look at that, it gets rid of everything. I think it's a brightness saturation kind of thing, actually. Brightness contrast. Funny enough, it gets rid of the... I'll just do this. And then inverse colors on this one. Make it look very ugly. Either that or I should have done like the side one. The side one probably would have been better off. I'll use the different one for this one actually. I think this one actually might fit more. I think it actually would make more sense if I did that one. I like that one better. I think a lot of y'all will agree with me on that. Whoops. I remember my YouTube would tell me how many people would watch, and then now I don't even know because it will be stuck at like a number. It'd be like, let's say I have 2 people watching. Like, well, dang, like, sheesh. All right, you know, like throw me a bone here, you know. Like, give me an idea, give me a guideline, right? Wouldn't do that to me. Yeah, it says 5. It's just like I had to like go back and forth. So I'm reading the chat on my phone, but also on like my second monitor. Cause yeah. I'm weird. Actually, I could use this one, but I don't know if they'd let me. I don't even know if anybody even uses Stuart Haas font for Istro. I don't think anybody does. But I don't think McShane would want that. I feel like they'd want... I could just give it the classical like red outline and then be done with it. Because this is just the Turner Scott, the H Scott 41. Oops, not what I wanted. That's probably too big, actually. Too big. Let's go 25. It's a pretty good count, actually. I like that. That's good enough for me. If I get like 3 people usually watching, I'm pretty happy. This is what I would. They probably want Turner, but I'll ask, because obviously I would prefer the Stuart Haas one just because of thematics. So this is what the 41 looked like, if for obvious reasons, but I'd rotate it probably a little bit too. This might be the one exception where I'll take that one. Either way, I think it would fit the paint scheme. So I'm pretty happy with how it looks right now. I could have done like the Red Horse method and just like made it like a rally number. Use the 1, make that like the rally number, kind of. Just like Arial font, like 41. I think that would have been really funny. Be a good rally scheme if I made like a real different version of it. But I think we're just gonna stick with this because I think McShane's team. So if y'all want to look at it, let's. I got it on me. This is what it looks like, right? I don't know what sponsors right there, but whatever. That's what they're. The 42 is just the H Scott 42. So that's probably what I'm gonna stick with, just because. Well, 41. You get what I'm going at. Just because of, like, they've used that all this time. I don't know if they want to like change it at all, right? I think it's just for, again, make it easier, more consistent. I'm gonna keep it like that. So I'm probably gonna. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Okay, do you want me to send you the PSD for it if you wanted to add like something? I think I should still have it on my computer, so I can send you the PSD of everything. If you still want to use that Lowe's car again, I will give it to you. I can just re-render it for. If you want me to render it, actually, I can. Just keep everything on it. Cause just let me know. I will. I can render the scheme over, so I could do it right now. Like if you're wanting to add anything, like maybe you want to re-update like a driver's signature, right? Because you usually have one. So this is, so for those wondering, this is what I did with Cody's scheme last year, season canonically speaking. It's just the Eric Jones scheme. I just did a little bit more like adjustments to it. So like this majority of this side I did make. So let's get a little comparison here. Eric Jones, Stanley. It's Stanley, I think. Yeah, it was this car, right? So I did most of this side, right? But I just added a bit more to it. So I added like some neon, just to kind of give it more punch. I think because Cody and I were talking about it when we started it, but yeah, added a chrome layer on it. But yeah, I can send the PSD over. I'll do it right now if you want it. So let me make sure it's actually pretty organized because I do want to make it easier for you. I can do it right now, but everything else would be set for you. Yellow. I'll send you the, I can send you the PSD. You'd probably just have to re-import this on the actual template. If you wanted to put Carvana, where would you put it though? Would you just put it like, probably we just take all this out actually. I'll just put Carvana there, just add outline. I'll do that later. I added associates, I forgot I did that. La. But yeah, I'll do that later. So I'll do that after this car. Could just do the circle on the quarter panel. Yeah, that's fair. Because I do keep your Carolina logo on there. Florida Panthers. Because yeah, for reasons. Yeah, no, because I got, so the teams I've done for SPS, I'm already done with, because I just had ideas off the bat. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Got it all done, you know, like nothing, right? So I'm like, I'm just trying to work ahead for once. This is what the 41, should I rotate that? I probably could, but I don't think it would be an issue. Probably one of those you can get away with not rotating them. Probably like 0.5. Just a little bit. Don't have to do much. See, I don't think I rotated that much, but like that'll make a difference. I know Kyle really loved that paint scheme though. He really loved it. That's all I can really say. I won't really add rear numbers. I don't think I did that with the 28 either. I might keep this car actually. Might keep this 28. I like it. It's just kind of simplistic. It's to the point. I'll probably keep it. I think Griffin will mind. Save that. We're gonna go for let's do the name rail and then we'll render this car. I spelled it wrong. I put Pyra instead of Prius. I think it's McShane in that car. Why else? Because I'm gonna send that to. It's Alton Smith. Okay, it's a good thing I got that wrong now. Allison Smith. Oh yeah, because McShane is retiring, but. Let's double check. Because I know, yeah, because Kyle still has to paint cars, right? I think Ray needs to finish up his stuff. Crasta's still needing to work on it, but I'm just trying to get it done, because usually I'm one of the last people to get it done. But this time I'm not going to be the last person. I want to be one of the first people done, so I don't got to worry. Also because, you know, life, it kind of takes a bit and can give me a curveball, right? But if I have ideas, I'm just going to stick to it. I'm just going to commit, right? So I'm going to nudge this more to the right. Kind of like give a weird center-ish feel, like an orientation type beat. Yeah, because you see it'll look much cleaner, much better. Nobody cares about the driver suit, but I'm going to add the logos on it anyway, just because. There's a lot of throwback ideas that have kind of been going in my head right now. I just don't know what I want to do with it right now, at the moment. Because I know, because one of them is going to be regarding the Trackhouse 91. But I know that's going to take like a really long time to make, because it's a very hard base. Like, very hard, trust me. Because I worked on it before. Because when I do throwbacks, it's like, for just NASCAR stuff, I have a lot of ideas. But when I do like for other stuff, Like SC, FBRL, I usually just kind of draw a blank because I'm like, I don't really know what I want to do with it. You know, it's just like, here it is. Here's your bread and butter, right? You know, I think, yeah, 41 is about done. I think I'm gonna move the number, this number a bit, give the horse a little bit of breathing space. Don't want it to suffocate from the number being so close to it. It might be like claustrophobic. It might be a claustrophobic horse for all I know. Yeah, because Kyle's doing a lot of them. I should have let you do. I should have made you let you do some SPS. I would have let you actually, but I had ideas. So you definitely deserve to do more. But at that same time, like you don't. At least you don't have to worry too much. But because I feel you have a lot of good ideas. Whenever I've seen your schemes, I really like them. I've always liked them. I think you don't give yourself enough credit, but I think that's like a common theme with a lot of painters is that it's either one or the other. So it's either you're super humble about what you do and you like discredit, like to the point where you like end up discrediting your own talent and your own ability, right? And then there's the other people that are like super prideful, right? That are like, oh yeah, this is the best scheme I made, you know? It's thinking they're hot stuff, really. So it's like, all right, you know, like, okay. Yeah, I think this car is basically done. I don't think I have anything else I need to add. Because, yeah, I added the outline here, so we don't have to worry. I could move the Mobile 1 logo more to the left, to the right, actually. I might do that. But I don't want it to the point where, let's say, it hits the eye too much. So let's do that. Nudge it a little bit. We're gonna give this little Mobile 1 logo some time to breathe, because the horse needs to. Claustrophobic horse. Yeah, it's all over the place. I'll take responsibility for that because it was kind of disorganized even when I did it. So I'll take accountability for that. It is a bit of a mess. So, or that would be an understatement. Correction, that would really be an understatement. So, that's kind of why I like how Iskro does it. It's a very small paint group of people compared to like FBRL. FBRL, you have like 5 gazillion painters. I feel. I did a lot of like the. It's also due to my own stubbornness, is that I would do so many teams. So yeah, we kind of need like a Google Sheet or something, or like a separate channel. I mean, they do have a separate channel because Iskro and NSDCA, it's a lot more chill. They're just like, okay, who wants to do this, you know? And they're like, okay, I'll do it, you know? And then bam, you know, you're done, just like that, you know? It's just all in a good day's work. Yeah, I think this car's done. I don't think anybody has any other objections. And if there's any other things that stick out, let me know. I think this is good as is. I feel like the number's too big, but I feel the cup bodies are always so deceiving because you're like, oh, it's way too big, and then it's like, oh, it's just fine, you know? Nothing wrong with it. Okay, good, it's on a Dodge model. Okay, I would have like panicked if it wasn't, so we're good here. Number looks good. I'm not adding a number back here. I usually never do that for PLS. It's kind of substandard, so yeah, I think, okay, yeah. I think this is done. I think this scheme's done, so I'm gonna save it. Yeah. Control Shift E. Shortcuts are where it's at. This will help so much. 41. A Smith. mobile 1, PLS. Gonna make it a very sophisticated TGA file, so just to make it easier. And then let's render this baby. It'll be in PLS in a bit. Let's open up Blender right now. Yeah, that's the hard part. I think with FBR, it's so technical that you don't really know what sponsors to take. So like for me, sometimes whenever I painted other teams, right, low teams, I would try to find very obscure sponsors just for associates, because I love like filling up the B pillar when you don't really need to, but just for like my kind of attention to detail, I would say me. This is just the regular 2-cup. It's not gonna be like anything special. It's actually the same body type I could use for Honda, so you're not gonna see it right now, but let's render the image. I need to make a original cup scheme. Make original cup. Yeah, no, it's like a small thing. We do need to, I need to, yeah. So this is, I know Brandon started the entry. He put the entry list for that. I do need a better template of that, or a better render one. Don't want to do it now because that will take a hot minute, right? But I love doing these. I love doing all of these paint streams for you guys because it's super fun. And I kind of just relax, you know. I think it's like the best way for me to like alleviate stress and deal with all dumb stuff that goes on in the world and how crazy it can get. I've thought about also making so I want to get better with traditional drawing, right? I don't know why the thing was stroking out for a bit there, my bad. But so I thought about finally like making like an OC, as cringy as that sounds. I've always wanted to do that, you know, just give my, I guess, my channel an identity, or for my other channel that I rarely use. Music's gonna strike out, so let me pause it right now because Blender's dumping the CPU on itself, so might be why. So sorry for that. Let's save that. Let's make this a PNG. Can I do that? Please let me do that. Thank goodness. I would have punched hands. I would have eaten pant if that to happen. Mobile 1 Ford Mustang PLS 2021. So we can make that, save as, and bam, there you go. The Mobile 1 logo looks like it's scaled down to death. I think it's just the render doesn't give it justice. So, because it looks like the logo's way too small, but if I make it too small, too big, it's just gonna, oh, that thing didn't, I don't think the thing finished all the way. Let me re-render that. Let's re-render that. I don't feel satisfied with that. I might have ended at like 99% or something like that, so let me double check. And then get to it. I have a lot of music that I have in my MP3 files somewhere. Put some Katana Zero. Okay, so okay, it's weird. It kind of has that frivoled area right over here. So that is odd. Let me. Okay, I'm kind of curious now what render cycle it is. I think it's. Where on earth? There's a mix shader. Huh. Interesting. So I feel like it's like an Eevee. Might be an Eevee. It's been so long, I don't. Usually I already have it presetted, right? So I don't really worry about this. But I'm actually now curious on cycles. I want to see what it looks like an Eevee. It's just blank. That's funny. I wonder what the plane looks like. It's just a ground reflective plane, so it's not like anything. I wonder if I can give it shadow. Probably do the camera. Might use an HDR. I could use an HDR though, and then I'd have to do research on that. I think it's a principle, so I might have. No, it's not. Incorrect there. It might have been like an environmental one. Look at that. Look at those windows. 10 out of 10. See, my blender crash because of that. Look at that, guys. Fun. Let me double check. So I put an HDR, right? I think that's what Reeves sees. You know, when there's a shine. So what I did was add a shine. So I did background. So, okay. I did background for that one. Yeah, what's up? Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Take all of them? Probably due to like maybe the sodium intake, maybe amount of sodium it has in it. So no, I get that. Yeah, I can get that covered. I eat a lot, so it would check out. It would make a lot of sense actually. So yeah, no, I'll probably do that. Sounds good. Got a little shine on it now, but I gotta figure out the thing on it. I probably shouldn't have done it on the plane though. That might be why. Let me add a shader. search in here, right? Because I don't remember shadows. I think that's something I gotta mess with here. I could just do a reflective floor like that. That'd be funny, I think. What if it's possible, like, I could actually just... We're just gonna do a little bit of trolling here, so. Something that pearly. I think that could do with the specular here. I like that so far, though, so I might need to look back at this. Sometimes I wish I could tell, like, if I knew where the shaders were, like the rest of the shader layers, that probably would help. Because when it says, like, you add, like, a... Just like, let's say I add like a shader, right? Like, I don't know where the heck it is. So if I disconnect it though, look at it. So let me go back. I'm gonna go undo this right now. Learner pack, that's where it's from. Okay. Ambient occlusions, nah, don't exist. If I just get rid that's funny. I think that's really funny. This might be it. Oh yeah, there we go. I figured it out finally. Might have taken me long enough. Let's save this. I like this. Hopefully it doesn't crash my darn game, my darn thing. So now we're gonna test this. Might have a bit too much shine actually. We need a good amount of roughness though to it. Okay. This is gonna be the true test right now. So this is gonna probably take a while because of this current one. So you are gonna witness this full on, right, as is. And I watch I get like a really like disappointing resolution of like 480 by 720 or something like that. This is gonna take 2 minutes to render this. That's what I might need to do for if I want to add like a shadow or like a mirrored shadow, like a reflection thing. I need to like add like another shader or something like that. That might be what I might have to do. That might be what I have to do actually. The issue is that this background over here it sucks, so we can figure something out with that. something this background I need to figure out. I feel that's to do with the because I don't like how this, so there's too much fuzziness in the background. I'll learn in due time. Might just go standard here. Yeah, it's actually just I'm modifying one from I downloaded from Stunod or Stunod, whatever people call it. So it's just modifying it. I'm just trying to give it like an extra HDR, and then the background will do. Make it kind of simplistic. I'm not gonna do too much. Slight modification. Okay, let's run to this final. nice. I didn't put a none emoji. Forgot, my bad. But look at that. I like that one. Oh yeah, I think it's just like a shading thing, but really if you get the right HDR, honestly, I think it's really will be the game changer, really. Yeah, Mobile One, Exchange Motorsports, yeah. I don't know if they're a rookie though, so. I don't remember if Allison Smith's a rookie or not. Probably would have helped if they put rookie stripes or something on there, I would have known, but. Let's send that right now. Unless they want me to add rookie stripes, then I'll just plug them on there and then bam, you know. Might as well just put it in every channel I have, you know, why not? Or at least just the ones that I care about. Save that. This is Cody's car. Yeah, I'll just put Carvana. Yeah, I'll just add the Carvana logo on there. Let's do that. We're just gonna obviously we need to re-import, so I'm gonna open up the new whatever Dodge template. It's probably just a config difference, honestly, I think, from what I remember. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't, the body isn't screwing everything up. Yeah, no, it looks the same. The only thing different, I think, looks to be just context, so we're just gonna paste it. I'm gonna double check real quick. It really doesn't, I think the back end is different though. Maybe it's the angle, but the back end looks a little bit sleeker than. Make one body, so we know that's fine. Yeah, everything else I think looks good. So yeah, just replace that. I'll probably just put it in the crash panel. That's probably what I'll do. Keep everything else, right? You know. Did I put a pro? I put a metallic detail on that. Full on. I didn't put depth. I just realized how disproportionate this looks. It looks so bad. Oh well. It's one of those things you really notice until like, oh, later. Oh, well, darn it. You know? I just realized that, but I don't think it matters, so. See, I hate how that looks. Yeah, it's just a content difference, but I'm just gonna be safe than sorry, really. So I'd rather be safe than sorry, really. So splitter, I had it. Let me make sure I get the right color. So I don't know if I had your roof rails. Nope, I didn't change anything in your roof rails. I think everything else was fine except the spoiler. I think I made it. I think I made your spoiler also. I don't remember, actually. There won't be much changes, really. That's really what we're thinking right now. Oh, you make your own base? I did make my own base. I made this myself. Source me. Too late, we've seen it now. Spoiler alert. No longer repeat. Dummy thick. Save that. Let's open up the ICR one right now, and then not have to worry about it for now. Like, look at this. Meet when they're not symmetrical. Darn. Pain. Alright, I'm readjusting this. I am way too picky on this. Hey, there we go. Let's do that. You don't really need to outline this one actually. It kind of fits fine as is. Yeah, it definitely is. It's more conventional, really. A bit cluttered. But what can you do? That's why I added some background to that, because I'm like, it's gonna bleed in, and it's not gonna look good. That's just maybe very picky though, so. I need to add you have that's a Skid-Gear. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Look at that. See, leaked paint scheme, guys. Like that matters, but so what with it could be like a completely different scheme now. So. I feel like you'd want your own signature, but for now I'm just going to put the brush script one. Far behind this. So yeah, I don't think Sony Cup would be. I think we could actually do Sony Cup anytime. So it's using. A lot of like other stuff. Okay. I don't know why I think my streams is okay. Never mind that. Remind me to make one, so make one. Let's make 3. That's if I put all like I put metallic detailing last time, right? I didn't do that for. Look how bright that would be if I put that at metallic. I'm kind of curious now. My morbid curiosity. Morbid. It's just brighter. It's funny because I have the mask off too, so. I think the render doesn't really give the metallic layer any justice though. I think it's just the angle. Let me try that one. This one might be cleaner. Let's get rid of the. I think that actually using the metallic base one, I used detail last time. That's what I did with yours, but I think base might be the better one. I like that one actually. I vibe with, I kind of resonate with that one a little bit more. Yeah, let me double check, because I think, because I'm positive I gave you like a, I didn't actually, so. Yeah, because I think if I gave you this, let's say I gave you that, right? Let's say I did give you that. And let's actually see how it would look. Actually, I don't think that looks bad. I actually like that. What do you think, Cody? Kinda gives it more oomph. Don't need to make the roof. I think the roof rail's just better off black. It's all shark fin. Yeah, it's a pain. It'll do. Let's get that cowl, this cowl off. So. There we go. Kind of want to give that time to breathe. So I did that last time, I think. Did I? I did. So just give it more blue. Why not? Actually looks pretty good for a 48 though. For a Dodge, like I could just straight up send the TGA over, upload the TGA so you don't have to worry about it, coding. So excuse me.